Scorpio, friends, family, and cross watchers. Today is September 23rd, and this is your holiday wish bonus reading. Let's jump right in. All right. I hope you all are having a good weekend so far. For those of you who are with family and those of you who are alone, we are not alone. Spirit is here. Spirit, we welcome any healing messages for Scorpios during this season. Bringing peace, love, community. Death reversed. All right. Wild card. Okay. This one wants to come out too. The Emperor reversed. Three of Swords. The High Priestess reversed. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Mercury and Taurus. What's the overall message or energy of this reading? The Prince of Swords, learning how to wield your thoughts, your projections, and your heart and willpower together in alignment with the green and the yellow on the Prince of Swords here. There may be a situation that is out of your control that has brought a lot of worry to your, like, especially regarding your finances, your security, to your life in general. Somebody may be trying to control you with the Emperor reversed, or you've been dealing with somebody who's just out of control. But by Taurus season, I'm seeing the end of this, the resolve for this. Also, fives are big changes. So you go from something you don't have control of, 4 to the 5, that's asking you to change. Death reversed and the 3 of Swords. You may be hanging on to, if there's something that's out of your control and you're hanging on to like some form of heartbreak or something you haven't worked through yet, especially like mentally with the Prince of Swords. It's like, if you've been dealing with heartbreak, right, that's an emotional impact, but it's like you've accepted the emotional impact of that, but you're still like kind of wrapping your mind around it or ruminating over it. Prince of Swords. I'm being drawn to pull one of these inner child cards. This is a wish reading. So with the High Priestess reversed here and then the Wild card, what this is talking about to me is like it's a manifestation that you are unaware of having manifested, or it's like a gift from the universe for learning how to wield your heart and your willpower in tandem with one another, and for severing your projections. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, we'll read that one. The Ace of Swords is about King Arthur pulling the sword from the stone. It talks about spiritual strength and strength of the heart. There's these 2 yellow roses on either side that talk to me about Mother Mary and I think Lourdes, the cave where she appeared to a young girl in France. So that might be, she might be someone you call on when you find yourself in times of trouble, right? Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. So that might be a nice, like, soothing sort of anthem for you in this time. Let's Let's see. Ace of Swords. Pictured in this card is the moment when King Arthur, as a teenage boy, pulled the magical sword Excalibur from an anvil at a tournament on New Year's Day. Oh, I'm also hearing that the process of individuation in Carl Jung's philosophy is likened to the it's like what forms between the hammer and the anvil. There's also a song, Between the Hammer and the Anvil. So if you're into metal, you could probably just look up those words. I can't remember exactly what song that's from at the moment, but the melody's there. Anyway, by this act, he became the rightful heir to the throne of Britain. For ages, the sword has been a symbol of divine rulership and might, but it is much more than that. It represents the spiritual will that conquers fear and self-doubt. It represents strength of clear thinking. That's also this Prince of Swords here. That routs the mental armies of worry and indecision. Oh, interesting. It is the fiery force of intuition, an attribute of the higher mind that not every young person is capable of wielding. That's true. If you are like a follower of signs and synchronicities or like law of attraction, spirituality, it's really easy to like get caught up in following signs that like lead nowhere because your ego wants it to be a certain way. So this is clarity informing intuition, whereas the High Priestess reversed is like wild intuition and chaos. It's intuition without discernment. So this is you practicing discernment by balancing what it is that you're intuiting with what it is that's happening in reality. The magical nature of intuition allows a child to simply know, quote unquote, a truth, a reality, or a situation directly without recourse to rational thinking. When a youth pulls out and holds a magical sword, she or he is mentally empowered. Ultimately, with sword in hand, the young person follows his or her path of destiny, a warrior on the road of life. Down this winding road, each child learns an alphabet, words, sentences, and the fine art of speech, for human language is an extension of this sword of divine truth. Finally, as the child gains experience in the realm of swords, the sword itself can change, perhaps into a musical instrument, a staff of wisdom, a torch of enlightenment, or a fountain pen of inspirational wisdom. Sorry, my throat is like all... Okay. When the Ace of Swords appears for you, tap into your power of one-pointed thinking. Seize hold of your divine will and wield it as a tool to vanquish negative thoughts. That's this Prince of Swords, like, to a T. Remember that to live by fate is to be controlled by circumstances beyond your control. That's this. Ooh. To follow your destiny. Wow. Is to honor your spiritual heritage and recognize that you came into this world for a clear purpose. By removing the sword from the stone, you are learning to explore your mental powers. The stone itself is the resistance of oppressive conditions. This card can indicate the birthing of a new way of thinking and the demise of illusions. It may signify the start of an intellectual project, the writing of a book, or the beginning of a journey. That's beautiful. So this card talked a lot about some of the things that are already laid out here in this spread. So basically, you can undo this worry of things that are outside of your control by operating in faith. And this High Priestess reverse is saying, like, using your discernment to follow your intuition. And also, there's something you may not have seen about, like, if you were embarking on a journey of manifestation or a new spiritual journey, the whole idea of manifesting something is a form of trying to control. So it's like, if you tried to manifest something that didn't come to fruition, this is that whole idea that rejection is your protection. And if that, you know, saying curdles, I was going to say curdles your milk. If it makes your blood curdle, if it's like just like something you can't really handle, which I totally understand. Sometimes you hear those euphemisms or those phrases and it's like, oh, just don't tell me that, please. Don't shoot the messenger. this is you finding your discernment. You go from the Prince of Swords to the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is ruled by Archangel Michael. Also, if you're writing, it could be Gabriel. He's like the judgment angel and also the bringer of messages, conveyor of messages. So those might be energies you're working with. And again, Excalibur, or the Sword of Truth, it reminds me of like, some Mother Mary energy came through, but also Joan of Arc was led by Archangel Michael. Or at least she claimed, that she had visions from Archangel Michael. And she was like a 17-year-old girl who led the armies of France, right, to victory and rebellion. So she was all... I don't need to say that. You can look her up if you need to know more about her. But this is you harnessing your spiritual power in your heart. Like finding a way to open your heart, finding a way to like prevail and persevere. You may also want to go out in nature. What's standing out to me on this card is how it's like the golden hour, and he's away from the town proper, and he's out in the woods, and this is where he finds this sword in the stone, which was handed to him by the Lady of the Lake. And the Lady of the Lake speaks to me of this High Priestess card. Let's use the tarot to clarify. Oh, this Three of Swords, I just looked at the Death reverse and I heard something may have been your undoing. The thing about undoing death is it becomes life, right? So that's the cool thing about being ruled by the death energies. What is Death reverse for Scorpios? This is in your past energies, so you probably already know what this is. Ace of Wands. Huh. What was your undoing is this new vital energy. So you were inspired to revitalize yourself. And in doing so, it's like you close the chapter on an old identity or an old, an old ego identity. You closed the door to your past. But there's all of this new growth, all of this room for new growth, and you're able to operate in a sense of discernment here. There may be underlying worries about what you can't control, but you have the spiritual fortitude and discernment of heart and mind to be able to progress. What is the Three of Swords for Scorpio? I'm sure you know what this is as well. Oh, the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, worry, nightmares. Somebody potentially getting into your energy, especially in the like astral realm, if you're like if you dream really vividly, or you being awake at night, somebody like, or something in your energy is preventing you from sleeping, because maybe you get messages in dreams, or maybe your Ace of Wands is coming to you in the dream realm. But I see that has passed. You may be dealing with like anxiety or insomnia or something, and if so, I am only a tarot reader, and it's definitely important that you should be able to seek some professional help for that, but I'm seeing that you'll be able to do that, and those worries will be addressed. You may have to admit to yourself that there's just something you can't control about that cycle. What is this? I'm drawn to this wild card. What is this wild card for Scorpio? If the wild card comes out, it's like something you totally don't expect. I'm being drawn to the rainbows on this. And then the shape is the Merkaba. So that is like your energetic, like, that's like your energy body. Like it's like I don't even know how to describe the Merkaba. It's the shape of your higher selves, like interplanetary. It's not an astral body, it's like higher than an astral body, and it allows you to travel further in some traditions. There's a lot I don't know about it, but what I do understand about it, especially from my own just personal like Merkaba activation meditations, is that it helps you to like keep your ego intact and your physical body intact so that you can channel like higher vibrational energy to like go into further interdimensional realms. That's if you're into stuff like that. If you're not, it's okay. This could just symbolize something completely unexpected coming out of nowhere. And like it's interesting that it's offset to this high priestess. Like it's like something, again, you didn't expect to manifest, that is just like boom out of nowhere, and it helps you to like clear your chakras, your heart and your willpower chakra, and like cut ties with these like sort of messed up ego projections, or these projections of your ego that you believe messed up your manifestation. What is this wild card? The Queen of Pentacles. That's really nice. This wild card is like you being able to nurture yourself, or it could be like an earth sign coming in. Virgo is standing out to me, but we're also in Capricorn season, so maybe something related to this season. So like I think right now Pluto is in Capricorn, so with death right next to this, there may be something about like the energy activations of Pluto and Capricorn, and then Pluto moving into Aquarius again next year, which we're almost in, that is like moving the energy, moving your vital energy, your Kundalini energy. And again, with this wild card and the Merkaba activation here, you may be having some sort of like glow up, spiritual glow up, but you're finding that you're able to like stay grounded and maintain your like security and your stability because of this discernment. So that's a really lovely energy. There's a red rabbit down here that talks about fertility. The ram Aries is standing out here. There's like a little, I don't know, or Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles is not Aries, but that's what I am hearing. So that might be, I don't know, that might be important for you. Also, there's roses all around her and roses here on the Ace of Swords. So there might be someone giving you, oh, okay, the Three of Wands. I was going to say giving you roses, and then the Three of Wands jumped out and fell on the floor. So again, the Three of Wands is like your ships coming in. You have 3, 9 here, and 3. So you might be seeing like multiples of 3 or 3, 6, 9. But yeah, as I said, somebody might be giving you roses. It's like this might be this manifestation you expected to not occur. It's just like, boom, here it is. And if that somebody is just you, like finding that you can love and appreciate yourself, and that's the lesson here, then I think you're going to find it more nurturing than you expected, with the Queen of Pentacles on top of this wild card here. But the Three of Wands, it could indicate somebody at a distance, with the Ace of Wands here coming in to deliver a heartfelt message. I'm seeing the green like cape here on top of the red, which is again security. They both have the same colors on. So what is this Three of Wands? It just jumped out. I think it's just something you just don't expect. That's so interesting. Four of Cups. Yeah, you may be finding your emotional stability is like a bit boring. If you're feeling like very emotionally stable right now, you might be finding it's a little bit disheartening. You may also, like, with the Four of Cups here, the previous card is the Three of Cups, right? Which is community and celebration and like harvest and just a really nice like interactive energy. And then you might just find that you need to take some time to like to yourself, to chill out. Even if it's just like if you're going to a holiday party or you're meeting with your family or something, like you might, I'm thinking about those YouTube shorts of Keanu Reeves when he's at a party and he goes into the bathroom and he's like taking a deep breath to like relax himself. You might just need to like go take a deep breath to relax yourself, and you might find that you're just inspired to nurture yourself in these small ways during this season, this time, and that is you being able to cut away these like egoic projections. Like maybe you used to be the kind of person who would get to the point of like having a lot of anxiety about these interactions, or feeling heartbroken about like, why did I say that, or why did I do that, or, you know, and then staying up at night about it. Like maybe you have social anxiety, and this is you just learning to be like, it's okay. Like, it's okay to be in your safe space. It's okay to go, you know, find a quiet spot to like take a breath if you need to, or say some affirmations to yourself. But also, if you have been waiting for someone to come in, there is most certainly the possibility of that here. It's almost like you're blocking. It's almost like you could be blocking that for your own emotional stability at this current time, or you feel like you are. But I think with this Four of Cups, I don't know. Let's see. What is the High Priestess reversed? Oh gosh, that's a lot of cards. Okay. The High Priestess reversed. The Knight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Wands reversed. The High Priestess reversed with the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Wands reversed is like, if you've been wounded and you were or are in this wounded warrior energy, your Seven of Cups is like you have, you may have all the options in the world at this time, but if you're not doing the work to heal, or if there's somebody around you who's not doing the work to heal, you may feel that your communication at this point is a little bit too sharp. This to me though, this Knight of Swords air sign energy is like, it's someone else. It's someone else's energy who you're sort of ruminating over, or have been ruminating over in the past. This can also be read, I'm seeing, as you putting this like wounded warrior, having options energy behind you, cutting away again those projections, and having discernment so that you can focus on what it is you'd like to manifest. Again, if you've had a missed manifestation of some sort, it may be because you were sort of waffling, or there was like, again, this Knight of Swords might be somebody else in your energy. There was somebody else in your energy sort of casting illusions about you. The Nine of Wands reversed is interesting because upright it's like the wounded warrior, but reversed it's like somebody who's playing victim. So this can very well be read as you like having gone through something heartbreaking in which you were a victim and then kind of giving yourself a hard time for it, or like having a hard time admitting that that's something you went through. I heard gaslighting like really boldly when I saw this High Priestess reversed. Spiritual gaslighting, maybe something you dealt with before, or are currently dealing with. I'm really getting a muddled, kind of disheartened, like somebody in your energy sense from this Temperance reversed. Huh. Sagittarius season. Somebody around you who's fiery and not in the best way. Possibly they're in the wounded warrior energy and you're trying to decide. Like, I think that you see that if this is somebody else's energy, you see that the reason they communicate the way they do is because they've been injured, and because they have not been shown temperance in the past. It may also be if somebody around you is like suffering from some sort of addiction or something to cover up their wounds. They may cast some sort of illusions, especially verbally, that cause you to second guess yourself or to stay awake at night, and this whole situation was what caused you this heartbreak and potentially even undid your own like intuition. Like if you second guess yourself because you've been through some stuff with somebody, that's totally a normal thing to go through, and you may be in a space where you're learning who you are again with this Queen of Pentacles, nurturing yourself, being in a stable position, like really treating yourself kindly, regardless of whether you're male or female or however you identify. Your ships coming in is you being able to like, I think, just sit with yourself and like maybe enjoy that. The spirit is like offering you another cup, and you're kind of just taking the rest you need before you pick it up, you know? And then the cup card that follows is the Five of Cups, which is like learning how to shift your perspective from the spilled cups to the full ones and reintegrate. So it's like you're just taking the rest that you need. This card wants to come out. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, a new emotional beginning. Oh, that's really sweet. With the Hangman on the bottom, you're just taking the rest you need, but it's like as soon as you reach for that cup, you have this new emotional beginning, this Ace of Cups. What is this new emotional beginning? We have the Hanged Man, so you might be feeling stuck. But the Hangman to me talks about basically exchanging the suffering that you've been through for the wisdom that it has given you, and like consciously making that decision. So I think this Ace of Cups is you being like, all right, yeah, I went through that. Again, like you might be having some difficulty accepting it and being like, yeah, I went through that. So like, what am I going to take from that? And how can I move forward? That's also sort of the energy of the Five of Cups, which follows this Four. Only it's like your fifth cup is like this is major confirmation that it's like a really lovely new emotional beginning with peace for you. What is the Five of Pentacles here with the Emperor reverse for Scorpio in this wish manifestation reading? The Star reversed. With the Star reversed, I'm hearing give this over to the divine. Give this over to the divine. You might be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius, or a Taurus. Those are standing out to me. King of Cups. Oh, okay. The King of Cups just jumped out onto my lap. You might have a new, like, Scorpio coming into your life. You might be becoming this very balanced, emotionally balanced Scorpio. The King of Cups is on these tumultuous waters, but he's able to maintain and balance his emotions regardless. His throne is not like overcome by these deep emotions. I'm seeing the fish in here as both sustenance. He's got this fish right here. And then there's one jumping in the background. As both sustenance and also like messengers from, I'm hearing the deep, but like the king is also a ruler and he needs to be able to, this king in particular uses his like compassion to rule, but also his discernment, very much like King Arthur, right? And he's looking forward. So this could be you coming into, I really like the King of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles as like a sort of pair. She's very grounded, nurturing. Like she reminds me of, if you've ever seen Encanto, of like the main character's mom who like heals people with her food. She might be, you know, you might cook or something, or like that comes to mind. And he's very like, he might be like, if you're waiting for like a love connection, this is a new emotional beginning with somebody who is emotionally mature, who like understands how to know what he or she or however they is feeling and like communicate that and also be receptive. Like there's the like candelabra here, I think is what this is, which is basically like to hold the flame, right? And then the cup to receive. So he's able to like receive and give in equal measure, especially emotionally. And I think that that's what you've maybe been wishing for, right? If you've been wishing for, again, something that didn't come in, the rejection is your protection thing comes out here with the Star reversed and the Emperor reversed. I want to get a little bit more clarification. Is this Emperor reverse and Star reverse Scorpio or someone else in Scorpio's energy? The Hanged Man. Okay. So we just talked about the Hanged Man being you, giving over your sacrifices, like what you've been through, and sacrificing like that pain to gain the wisdom of your like lessons. So I think that the Star and the Emperor are actually like, they're other people's energy, but from your past. It's you integrating like what's happened with other people, essentially. It's you looking at all of the things that didn't go right, basically, and alchemizing those things into like how they can work for you. Having compassion and forgiveness for the things you didn't do right as well. So this is both. What is this? Ace of Cups, King of Cups is a really lovely energy for going forward with this lovely wish fulfillment. I want to get a little bit more clarity though. What is this Five of Pentacles? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Are you worried about like not fulfilling some sort of destiny or something? Yeah, Ten of Swords. My compass just rattled regarding direction. That's interesting. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune reversed with the compass rattling. And the Ten of Swords. Seven of Wands reversed. Somebody trying to pull you down off your high horse. Ten of Swords is like the death of all of this mental ick, and then it goes into the Page of Swords, the Prince of Swords, or the Knight of Swords rather. I think I'm just like confusing the end of this reading a little bit. The High Priestess upright. This is your manifestation coming to fruition. But there's something that you need to process through first. And it's literally like, it's this wisdom. It's, if you've had any sort of like, why is this happening to me? Or why does this person keep coming into my energy? Or like, why have I been dealing with all this? Like, I've got this new beginning and this new vital energy, this new emotional beginning coming in. Like, there's all this good stuff happening, but there's still all this ick from the past, and I'm having a hard time sort of like, I've been waiting for this manifestation to come in. It hasn't come in. Like, if you've kind of been waiting on something, like, I think that your mental energies are going to be laid to rest, essentially, regarding this series of unfortunate events I'm hearing. Like, just, if you read those books, like, there's just all this stuff that happens to these orphans that they, 36, 33 on the timer, like, literally, they can't do anything about it. And that's this. This is just, you've been through some stuff that you cannot do anything about. And if you're, like, caught up in the unfairness of that, give it over. This is what came through over here initially also, was just giving that over to the divine and asking for the lessons, the wisdom, and the strength to move forward. Basically accepting the betrayal, whether it was from you and like your old ego identity, from other people, or both. Just understanding that that's sort of part of that, like that wheel of fortune that was reversed here. Sometimes the wheel, it doesn't seem to turn in our favor. I'm seeing this sword here being held by the Sphinx, and then the devil on the top, right? So with the Emperor here, it's like, if the wheel of fortune went in the favor of somebody who was like this person, this Emperor reverse, like not in control, not stable, whatever it is, it's like asking whoever, whatever you believe in, giving over your sacrifices to the divine and saying, take this from me, relieve me of this burden, show me the wisdom of how to move forward, give me the clarity to overcome. My compass just rattled again. Give me direction, show me where to go. Then your manifestations are coming through regardless. Wow, my ear just started ringing. Somebody is trying to get through to you. I'm actually going to do a moment of like channeling for that. Let's see here. Somebody's trying to get through to you, the High Priestess. Then your manifestations are coming through, and they're coming through through your heart space, through writing, through channeled writing, perhaps. Yeah, I'm gonna use this deck one more time. What are we? The Empress. So again, 333 might be significant. That came up a couple times in the numbers in this reading. Be open, yeah, be open to receive your blessings. Just give that stuff over. Let go of what you can't control. All easier said than done, right? Know that everything you went through was to offer you the discernment and the strength of heart and spirit to be able to pull the metaphorical sword from the stone, whatever that is for you. And in the Empress energy, be open for your blessings. I think it's interesting that you had the High Priestess at the end upright with the Empress, because to me I read those as like the light and dark divine feminines. Like I see the Hierophant as like the light divine masculine, and then the Emperor as the dark divine masculine, and there's like light and dark on both sides, right? And it's like you've done some major divine feminine healing. What is the Empress? Also, if maybe that, like, the Empress is usually pregnant, so like if you're giving birth to some new project or idea or job, or like maybe even a child, this is you being open to receive those blessings and like to be a portal for bringing that new life into this world. Male or female, however you identify, does not matter. Tarot is genderless. The Sun! The Sun is so happy! This is like a super lovely wish reading. There's always the ick, right? Like, of the stuff we were kind of like, getting mixed up in. To me, there was a lot of sword energy there, so it could just be like literally overthinking, or those sleepless nights, or, you know, focusing on the betrayals that you've experienced in the past. Those are the things that are catching you up in your blessings. Like, you're getting this super strong mental discipline to be able to look back on these situations and be grateful for them, which is a really difficult thing to do. And if that is you, like, I'm super proud of you, because that's that takes strength and discipline, and like, just I don't really have words for that. Like, just the ability to say, I've been through this, I'm proud of myself, I'm moving on, and thank you to my enemies. Thank you. You know, like, that's it would be like Neo in the Matrix saying thank you to Agent Smith for like teaching him like that he could dodge bullets, essentially. Like, thank you for shooting at me because now I can dodge bullets. You know, it's not like an ego thing. It's just like, I never would have learned I could do that if you hadn't put me through that much, you know? So I don't know. I think that the Hierophant reversed, interesting. The Star upright, that's lovely. So you had the Star reversed with all of that icky back here. If it is a Taurus you're dealing with, or an Aquarius, a fire sign, earth sign, you kind of have everything here. You're able to sort of like see the beauty again in everything, open yourself to receive, undo sort of the normal established the way. Like, if your way is to force or to move through or to grip on tight to security, you're able to undo this. I'm seeing this like golem here in the Star, like reversed. It's like surrender. The surrender to the joy of all moments, in every moment, that you can alchemize all of this pain into happiness, into like being able to receive in this Empress energy, into the truth, into the Ace of Swords, the golden spiritual truth. This is your wish fulfillment. So even if you don't see these manifestations, these specific things that you wished for coming in, what you're gaining is the power of this like transmutation of dark energies into light. And that's really, really awesome. That's really gorgeous. We have Strength reversed and Satiety on the bottom. 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Interesting. So yeah, what I'm hearing is just surrender. Surrender it to the divine. Surrender it to the divine and ask for 4408 on the timer and ask for integration. Ask for the lessons. Open yourself to receive. Your wish fulfillment is here. It is here. So I hope this was helpful to somebody out there. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas or holiday season, however you celebrate. Yule, Happy New Year. I'm not sure when I'll be back to read. Hopefully I'll have some more readings for you next week, but if we wait until after the new year, that very well may occur. And I wish you all the happiest of New Year's. 4440 on the timer. Okay, bye.